Sorry, I'm clearing my throat, everyone. Guys, we're back again. Another week, another meal. You know what this means. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Uber Stuff. As you guys can see, you TikTok fucks, because you guys keep banning me every other week. But now it looks like TikTok's going to stay indefinitely, so now I have to stick around with you guys and deal with this fucking algorithm. This whole thing. Guys, you guys that are watching this right now need to do something. I don't know what. Maybe, like, tell everyone, like, hey, TikTok, get your shit together. He's not doing anything but cursing a lot. And all these other fucks curse a lot. But whatever. How are you doing, Rooforn? How are you doing? Yeah, so you guys, I'll respond to you guys best I can, all that shit. If you guys aren't watching, go follow my Twitch. Go look at this thing. Look at that one. Go fucking scan that right now. Do it. All right. Anyways, guys, what are we doing? What are we cooking today? What? You know, I wanted to cook something that I thought was going to be like easy enough, because I was like not at all inspired not even to cook dinner tonight. I was at the grocery store. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I want to cook, until out of nowhere I saw some frozen hash browns. I was like, fuck. You know what I'm reminded of right now? I'm reminded of this meal that I used to have from Hamburger Helper, right? And so from Hamburger Helper, they used to have this thing called the cheesy hash browns. And I was like, fuck, that sounds so good. That was my favorite Hamburger Helper meal. I was like, you know what? We're going to try and recreate that shit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to recreate some fucking Hamburger Helper, motherfuckers. And we're going to do it my way. And with that said, it's going to be different from what it is initially. But in theory, the flavors and even textures might be similar. If not, it might even be better. Because I do remember the dish sometimes being bland and like having to add more salt and everything to it. But like the components were fucking great, right? And it's all a matter of like not following the instructions, right? And two, making sure like shit's just not as good, right? So we're gonna fucking recreate some Hamburger Helper. I'm fighting some fucking like corporation science to make sure this shit works, but I'm going to do it in a way where it's still not going to break your fucking bake and still going to take a very similar amount of time. It will take longer. It will. I'm not going to deny that, but it's still going to be one pot. We're going to use oh shit, no we're not. We're going to use two pots. We're going to use two pots, all right? So we're still going to make our shit work the way. We will do the way. We will make it work. And again, so before we get it going, guys, if you guys are on TikTok, you fuckers right there, it's going to be very hard for me to read your guys' chats. Please fucking follow me on Twitch or something. It's going to make my life so much easier. Plus, you guys actually like help me by watching it, because I get paid on Twitch for you guys just fucking lurking. So do that. Plus, it's so much better. You guys can see this camera. You guys can see an overhead camera. The whole fucking 9 yards. And you guys on Twitch and Kick and YouTube, you guys are fucking too. You guys are fucking. You guys are fucking. All right? Already. All right. Let's fucking cook. All right, everyone. So, we got an onion right meow. Just a yellow onion. We're going to go ahead and get this nice and choppy chop. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook this onion with our hamburger, al grande de beef, right? Oh, also, you guys on TikTok are missing out on the knife mic. You know, you guys get some knife ASMR up in this bitch too. So we're going to peel up. Guys, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the shares. You guys make me so moist when you do that. All right. Alright, so we got that going. Oh, hell yeah, Rooforn. Rooforn, Rooforn is the motherfucker. If anyone ever questions him, you guys can suck it. Rooforn is the motherfucker. He is. Alright. Now, we don't need to be like super small with these because they are going to cook down, and we are actually going to cook the onions with our beef. And now I'm looking at it. There's a lot of onion, but we're going to be cooking them down a fair amount. So I'm okay with just doing all of them. Fuck it. 1 large yellow onion because it's nice and sweeter when it cooks right, yeah? Whoa, I gotta hone my knife. I'm feeling the resistance. It is not very good. Oh, fuck. Alright, so we got our cebolla ready to go, yeah? Alright. So, I'm gonna put this in another bowl because this is actually going to be the only veg that we're gonna like cut today. I know it sounds fucking weird, right? But like I said, we are recreating Hamburger Helper. And you know what Hamburger Helper has? It's just a lot of fucking allium. That's all it is. It's nothing like super fucking crazy. We're not reinventing the wheel. I just want to make it like so you guys understand what Hamburger Helper actually is. Speaking of which, you know what? Fucking, I went to the grocery store. If you guys did not see, like, I made a whole TikTok on it. They had a box of, like, a whole section of, like, Hamburger Helpers and everything. I wanted to see if they actually had it. Because I really wanted to cook it for dinner tonight. They didn't have it. And so they were like, oh, we have cheeseburger macaroni. Or we have double cheeseburger macaroni. And the thing is, the single box of the double cheeseburger macaroni is more expensive than the single box of the cheeseburger macaroni, even though you have to fucking pay for that extra ground beef to make it a double ground cheeseburger. And here's the fucking thing. The recipe doesn't call for double, it calls for half. It's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy, guys. It's so fucking crazy. Like the way that people can get away with marketing is so unfair to the consumer because so many consumers see that and immediately grab it. They know that they're not going to read all the extra shit. Why have single when you can have double? It's the same fucking tactic as like the McDonald's bullshit where you put a quarter pound over the A&W third pound and they're always going to get the quarter pound because 4 is a bigger number than 3. However, people don't know how to fucking math. So, done with that shit, we're gonna get to the next start. I feel like what we should be doing first is making our sauce. I don't want to use this pot because it is aluminum. I want to use something that is a bit more non-stick and okay. I was gonna say, like, what is in there? It's just some random Deborah. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take some heavy cream and we're gonna take some Kraft Singles! Yeah, a whole pack of Kraft Singles. We're doing it. A whole pack. But we're going to start small on the heavy cream, right? So, sure, we can make our own, like, bechamel, our own cream sauce, our own all that shit, but I'm not really, like, into it right now, right? I don't really want to fucking, like, put in all that work. Making American cheese is actually hard, especially like real American cheese. Now, Kraft is the closest sliced of real American cheese that you can get. Fun fact, it's still not really real American cheese, but I do want to fucking open up all this cheese. Well, not all of it. We'll see what we're looking at when we get halfway there at least. Halfway at least. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh wait, is this real cooking? You're using American cheese? What the fuck? That's cheating. It's like, no, it like American cheese has its place in the culinary world, guys. Don't worry. It has a thing. We're doing the do. Alright, there's 16 slices, and I know I want to do at least half. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 more slices. For sure. Alright. So, a fun memory of American cheese for me. Get out of there, plastic. You're already in the cheese. You don't need to be added, okay? Anyways, a fun fact for American cheese is I remember it vaguely, well, not vaguely, but primarily from a pet that I had. And this was the only way we were able to get her to eat her medicine. And we had to do this all the time, like multiple times a day and everything. And I miss her. I miss that pup. We called her Poopy. That was literally, I shit you not, her name was Poopy. We named her that. She was the runt of the litter, and you know, her original name from her owner previously was Runt Muffin, and that's a fucked up name. That's a fucked up name. I can't express like how fucked up that is. So Poopy is an upgrade, all right? Anyway, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put this at a low heat, and we're just gonna let this slowly do its thing. In the meantime, we're just gonna leave the cheese slices out just in case. You know what? Fuck it. No, we're not gonna leave the cheese slices out. We're gonna eat one. You know why we're gonna eat one? Because American cheese is delicious. Fight me over that shit. Oh, well, you're not really into cheese. No. You know what I do with cheese? I slap it onto my... That was a waste of cheese. I slap it onto my face, and then I'll do it like this. That's what we do. It was on the floor. I can't eat it. This is a reminder to my failures, okay? A reminder to my failures, all right? This is what we do, all right? This is what we do. Yes, that's American cheese on my fucking forehead. Follow this fucking link. Go to my Twitch. All right, let's see how long this lasts. Let's put some votes. Let's see how long it lasts. So again, we are going to melt this cheese in here to make sure it does this thing. Now, you don't necessarily have to do heavy cream. I'm doing heavy cream because I want like a much thicker layer on everything. I want to make sure that we are creating as close to that, like, that cheese. Oh, wait, why is this so far? There we go. You don't like cheese if it's not melted? Well, I mean, technically, fucking American cheese is melted, then reformed, and then put it into the thing. But what we're gonna do with this, I can already tell, like, I thought that I was gonna use... Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to use, like, all the cheese. So yeah, we're gonna do all the cheese. Like, there's no such thing as too much cheese, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Thank you so much for the likes. Yes, like it, Stephanie. Yes, do it. Oh, guys, Kick says, Kujiro Kurudari, Talo streaming to 0. Let's change that. Only at Nesna.com at VPSD2. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not about that life, bro. I'm not about that, like, paying for views life. You know? You guys don't make me so moist. Yeah, we turned it up. We're turning it down. I want this sauce to be fuck you cheesy. And here's the thing: we can add more, you know, American cheese if needed. We can always add more, or not more, more cream, but we can't take away cream, right? So if I were to add more cream right now, it would be too thin. I don't want that shit to be thin. I want that shit to be thick. All right. That's what we're doing. We're making it thick, nice and thick. All right, so we're gonna melt this cheese all the way through. Oh yeah, that's looking some good old Velveeta. And we're gonna save, once the American cheese is completely melted through, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt in there too. Not only is salt gonna season, but it's gonna help kind of like bind everything a little bit too. It's gonna make it a little bit thicker just because of how the science of this shit works. And look, this is where we're at, guys. This is where we're at. We're good. We're Gucci. Gucci Yamaguchi. And you can see why I wanted to use a non-stick pan. If I used, you know, something else, it'd be much like more burnt, more toasty, and that's not the flavor I want to recreate. I want to recreate like that fucking, that good, right? But look at that thickness, right? I'm using too much memory, which may cause the system to crash. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Get out of here. You're an iPad, and you're the only app I'm running. Come on. All right, so we got that going. All right, so next things first, what we're going to do next, we are going to toast, or not toast, what am I saying, toast? You can't toast ground beef. Actually, shit, now I'm thinking about it, yeah, you can toast ground beef. You can toast the fuck out of ground beef. But we're not going to toast it, we're going to cook our ground beef. But we're also going to cook it in our onion. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, why are you going to cook it at the same time? The reason why we're going to cook it at the same time is because the onions are going to season the beef at the same time that we're doing this. Now, TikTok, you guys are going to miss this whole cooking process. So click on the fucking link, you pieces of shit. You guys aren't pieces of shit. Actually, no, fuck that. You guys are pieces of shit. Click on the link. Go follow me on Twitch. You guys get to see so much more. Do it. Fucking do it. Ugh! Also, thank you guys for the likes and shares and all that shit. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab the big boy pan, right? Get on out. Get on out. We're going to grab this one. Oh, yeah. Bend over, baby. Oh, shit. That actually fucking like, woo. I already pulled a hamstring on that one. All right. So what we're going to do, heat this motherfucker up. We're going to take our ground beef, and we're just going to put it right in. What is the fat content on this ground beef? It's 85-15. That is 5% more than I would like, and that's 5% more lean than I would like. I don't want lean ground beef. I never want lean ground beef. I'm not one of those fucking health nerds. I want to make sure like my ground beef is as fat. I can't think of anything right now like that makes it sense. I want it as fat as Kim Kardashian before the BBL, right? Oh, she was great. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Steph. Oh. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. You make me so moist. Hell yeah. So, actually, you know what? Let's just use the wooden spoon because this one's not going to be very good for that. Oh, yeah, it's already thickening up. You're probably thinking, oh, wait, isn't that cheese going to burn on the ground beef? It sure the fuck is, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Because, that burnt flavor, I fucking love that burnt flavor, right? And that's going to let it cool down a bit more. And once we get this even out, once the fat starts to kind of like really seep out of this, we will add our onion. All right? So, Stephen Nye. It's Stephanie. Stephen Nye. Yes, Stephen Nye. Stephen Nye, the science guy. Stephen, I. Yeah, Stephanie, sorry. All right, so we have this bitch cranked all the way up, but I can tell our heat is dissipating. And the thing is about this, like, let me just, like, let the heat die. Once the heat dies, I'll change out the cartridge, but check this out. Whoa. Oh, first person shooter. Oh, shit. Oh, hibachi that shit. Oh. Get out of here. There we go. All right, cool. Oh, slam dunk, baby. Woo! You know what I love? I love the fact that you followed me. That's what I fucking love. All right, that's what I love. Do I even care about you being here? Yeah, I do, Maddie. It's hard for me because you guys are stuck on this screen when I have a different screen because TikTok fucks with my algorithm. You know, and look, Stephanie pressed the link. She's following me on Twitch now because she sees the world that has opened up into her brain. Ah! All right, so, oh shit, spare breed 9 owners, cheap followers on streamboo.com. Shit, guys, I gotta get cheap followers on streamboo.com. Here's the thing, it's funny because Twitch actually did the ban on paying for bots and everything. So it doesn't matter. Like, they're really grasping at their strings now. They're grasping at their straws. Ugh. You know what I love? I love Chef Boyardee raviolis. You know what I hate? I hate cat food. You know why? There's no cats in it. Alright, so I love cats though. I really do love cats. Alright, so our ground beef is roughly a third of the way cooked. This is where I'm going to add our onion. And I'm going to add even more salt. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't add a lot of salt beforehand with the beef, which is what I normally do for any other protein. Any ground meat that you add salt to ahead of time, you can't salt it like a steak or a whole cut of meat, because those fibers will actually rebind and become like a sausage. And you don't want that to happen. So we want to cook our onions at the same rate, well, at not the same rate anymore, but at a similar rate. And the reason why we did it lesser than the ground beef is because we wanted that fat to kind of come out. If we added the onions right in the very beginning, we would actually be burning the cells of the onions. And as much as I love the burnt flavor, it'd be way too fucking aggressive if we were to do the onions right off the bat with no fat to kind of force any of that the sugars out, right? Am I good at baking? That's a good question. And the answer is fuck no. Fuck no, I'm not good at baking. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. I'm great at ratios, and I understand bread. I understand bread very, very well. But I am not good at baking. I'm not good at pastry. It's the better answer, right? So what we're doing is we're just gonna kind of we don't want to caramelize our onions. We do want them to kind of get translucent because we're gonna cook them even further. All we're doing at this stage is kind of cooking our ground beef, and then we'll go from the next step forward, right? Again, I'm just winging this. This is a totally different type of stream. It's not a different type of stream. I wing every fucking stream I do. However, I'm recreating a recipe based off of memory, right? And so this is where my head kind of goes for this. Now, the thing is that this recipe does not call for any onions in it, right? But there is a big onion flavor in the in this hamburger helper recipe. So what I want to do is recreate the memory. I'm not recreating the dish, I'm recreating the memory. When you guys are trying to do that for dishes at home, I want you guys to do something very similar, because the memory is what you're going to kind of do. And now you can take it that extra step and go into the setting, be like, oh yeah, I remember eating this dish when my parents got divorced, and then my dad went ahead and slammed my mom against the flat screen TV that he just bought last week, which is why they got into the argument that they're doing right now, which caused their divorce. And then my mom went ahead and took one of those plastic shards from said TV and went ahead and tried to slice his throat, and then his throat went ahead and got sliced to death, but he didn't die. He was like, nah, bitch, and willed himself back up to life and walked away, and he never came back. That's not the same memory that I want you guys to recreate, but, recreate those memories, right? Recreate some fucking memories. All right. So, we're going to keep going. Now, we want our ground beef at least to be cooked all the way. Onions, not so much. It doesn't need to be. But I'm also wanting to kind of create a little bit of fun, right? You guys know how fond I am of fun. I'm very fond of fun, right? So, we want our onions to kind of just do its thing and thing. And we're just cutting it all up. Make sure there's no more pink in the ground beef. Pink belongs in living meat. Living meat that you want to eat, alright? Not really dead beef. Shit. See, I was trying to go... I'm going to be honest. I was trying to go for a sexual innuendo there. It failed because I eat raw fucking fish all the time. I eat raw fish so much. I love it. I mean, fucking raw beef. I make a mean tartare. Saying. I make a fucking mean tartare. Alright, anyways. Back to the bullshit. We're going to go ahead and keep breaking this down. Breaking it down. Now, guys, this is all still stuff that you can... It's stupid cheap. You can get an onion. You get some fucking ground beef. You do the do. You cook that motherfucker, right? So now, our ground beef is looking pretty done. It's pretty done. We're going to go ahead and dump it all in here. Fat and all. Fat and all. Because we will put... Once it's in there, we will re-drain the best that we can. Like right now. So, try and drain out. If you guys don't want to do this step, just take a fucking colander, you know? But we want to use as much of the same fat as possible. This way, one, we're saving fucking money. And two, we're kind of reinforcing that beef flavor. Right? If a little bit of beef and everything gets in there, it's not the end of the world. Let it do its thing. So all these bubbles, it's all water. All that is water. All right. And what we're doing is emulsifying the water now. Doesn't mean anything special. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our wrong one. Our frozen hash browns. Woo, guys! I'm not gonna lie. I have not cooked frozen hash browns in at least a decade, at least. And well, last time I did it, I fucked them up hard because I don't remember what I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But now I do. I think. I don't know. So we're gonna take this, and you see it's getting pretty aggressive with all that stuff. We're gonna add a little bit more oil into our pan. This is just some canola oil. Make sure it's all put in there together. And we're gonna let it get to its temperature. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and open this up. Kind of break up our hashi browns. Now, you guys are hearing, hear this. So that's a lot of water content that's being evaporated right now. It's spitting at us. It's being very volatile. But you notice that it's looking a lot more clear. That clarity is showing that that water is evaporated. If you guys are wondering, that tub butter, you know what tub butter is? Oh, that's a little bit too many hash browns, but fuck it. I can tell we're gonna need more oil, but we're gonna trust. We're gonna trust. All right. So you guys want to know what tub butter is? Tub butter is literally that shit that we saw before, which was all cloudy. It's that and salt and I want to say xanthan gum or something, an emulsifier to keep it bound. And it's how you get that nice spread and everything. But it's literally just water and fucking fat, you know? See, now I want to make fucking beef tub butter. Okay, hold on, guys. Check this shit out. So, I think that's going to be one of my next projects. So I have some Wagyu beef tallow, right? Beef fat. Wagyu. And now I want to make this into, a spreadable butter. Oh, god damn it. You guys got my mind rolling. Fuck. Now I'm horny for some fucking tub butter. God damn it. I can only get so horny. So not only do we got that, but we're going to put some pepper on this side too. Oh, yeah. Now, I can go the extra distance and add, some onion powder and everything, but because I have so much onion... Oh, shit. Because I have so much onion added to the ground beef, I'm not, too concerned with it, right? So we're going to do that. Let it do its thing. Now, a big part of this dish was, making sure that our hash browns are crispy. And there's a lot of water content in this, and I'm realizing, you know what, fuck it, let me try something, because it's gonna be too much. Let's do this. This should be enough. Let's do this. We're just gonna take away some of these brownage, right? And kind of go from here, make it flatter. There we go. That looks a bit more manageable, right? A bit more manageable. All right. You can hear that. You can see some coloration, a little bit right there. Yeah. Have I ever made Thai basil chicken? No. What do I look like, Asian? I am Asian. I'm Japanese. Thai basil chicken actually does sound pretty good, but I've never made it. Never made it. I'm all for it though. I can tell like it's gonna need more fat because I want this to be like almost fucking fried, right? Now I'm putting it around the edges so that way it has a better chance at heating up faster. If I were to put it right all over everything, what's going to happen is I'm going to boil the potatoes. I don't necessarily want to do that. I want that shit to get nice and crispy. Crisp! With that said, I'm kind of realizing, like, wait, I don't think I have anything to kind of flip these. So we're going to see. We're gonna try it out. We're going to cake. I love burnt, but that's a different kind of burnt. I don't want that kind of burnt. Hey, ice. Do not want that ice. But we are getting that nice color. Let's make sure that there's fat. There is fat there. That's Gucci. And we got sticking, and that's not very good. I don't want that sticking, right? I do not want that. See, this is what I was thinking about. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I don't. I do have an idea, though. It's not totally lost. See, this is the hard part about this whole fucking dish. So, let me think. Now that that's settled, it's because there's so much of that moisture going down. You want to like super deep fucking fry this shit, and I don't want to deep fry this stuff. So initially with this recipe, like I remember Hamburger Helper uses dehydrated. Now what we're doing is the complete fucking 180. We're not doing dehydrated shit. We're doing like fucking frozen in water shit. So I'm gonna go balls deep. And we are gonna do it like, oh no, I don't, because it's gonna ruin the texture. So, like, this is part of that whole, like, winging it, guys. And you guys get to see me fail. And this is great. This is a great learning experience for you guys. Because, one, you don't have to replicate my mistakes. But you guys also understand, I'm not fucking giving up. This is what we're going to do. Alright? We are going to salvage. We're going to turn this off. We're going to salvage whatever potatoes that we can. We're going to put it in a totally different vessel. I didn't want to use all 3 bowls, but I fucking guess. Oh, wait, I don't need to. I can just throw away this shit. Right? So, we're going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix all of this, all the rest of the potatoes in with this. There's a lot of heat kind of going on. The idea is to kind of like evaporate any moisture that we have to kind of maximize the amount of crisp that we can get. So if we can melt any excess ice from the potato, we can get that extra crisp, that extra crispiness. But guys, look at this fucking man. Fuck. Guys, you guys on TikTok, look at this shit. Oh, god damn it. Oh, this is horrible. It's horrible. You know, it's not going to be that bad to clean. It really won't be. But the fact like phase 1 did not work the way that I wanted it to, it's not the end of the world. I will make it work. Right? Alright, so we got that going. Let that soap kind of do its thing. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering, what's the solution? Das Uber stuff. How do you fix this? This is very scary. I don't know what to do. I do. And I'm bringing it out The wok. The wok. Da da da. All right. Crank this motherfucker all the way up. And we're going to add a generous amount of oil. Actually, it's going to be so generous that we don't even need this lid. Now, we do want this motherfucker to be hot. And we are going to need to prep our drainage. Because we do need to drain. We're going to take this. Take a ramen bowl, take a little handheld colander, do its thing, all right? But again, this thing's going to rip the moment that we put all this in. Ideally, what we're going to do, we're going to take a completely different method. We're going to almost layer this like a fucking, like, almost like a lasagna, right? But we need to make sure our component is ready. And the most important part is the fucking potato. Now, while this is heating up, doing its thing, we are going to taste our cheese sauce. Cheesy, weezy, holy peasy. It's looking good. It's looking like cheese. All right, get a bowl, nice spoon. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what we want. How does it taste? Oh. Yep, that's fucking cheese. We're gonna season it a little bit though. With some black pepper, right? Some pepper. All right, now this is already starting to like heat up. You're probably wondering why I do a wok. One, it's safe to do this method, this frying method, and two, ooh. It's going to let us do its thing. Now, when we add this, it's all going to like start to, you notice how it stopped? But the heat is going to carry throughout the entire thing. Woks are great tools for deep frying. All right. So while that is still going, we got some pepper. Man, let's see what's in our pantry. A pantry. I think we're going to do just a tiny bit of red chili flake. And by that, I mean, I'm a pussy, so I'm literally just going to do like half a teaspoon. But that little bit's going to go a fucking long way as far as flavor goes, right? Now you hear that, like, that fucking, like, hear this shit. We're getting a lot more interaction using the wok than we were using our fucking pan. Right? So, we do want to make sure that there's some color. Let's just double check that we are not sticking, and we aren't, which is great. That's the most important part, is to prevent the sticking. We're just going to continuously do that a little bit every now and then. Now, I'm thinking in retrospect, I think a good cheat code for this is to use, like, potato chips. Potato chips would be great for it. But I'm not sure, like, if that's going to recreate, like, that same memory is what I was, like, trying to get at, right? So I do want these potatoes to just be like, oh, yeah. And we are getting some color on them already, which is great. But I want that. I want these to fuck, right? I want them to fuck. Let me open up this door just in case. Yeah. Air this bitch out because I don't have a hood vent yet. I meant to buy a hood vent. Guys, money. That's why I need you guys to watch. I need you guys to interact and everything. You know? Because all the money that you guys give goes into these streams. They do. Alright, so we got some stickage, but that's not necessarily bad because we do want them to cook. What I'm going to do is kind of like spread them out even further to kind of do its thing. And then, you know, kind of whisk around. I do want these things to be crispy, nice crisp. All right. But guys, enjoy some ASMR. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. Yep, still not quite crispy yet, just like from that one. We do want it to be a bit more aggressive. But I am just going to kind of loosen the edges, kind of compound it a little bit more. Kind of help encourage a bit more crispiness, a little bit more shape. Right? Because at this point we are actually frying, like hard frying right now, right? Some more ASMR. Alright. Kind of get the edges again. We'll see what we're looking at. Oh, feeling some sticking, which is good. And that is not good. That's not what we're looking for. Oh, that is, though. We're getting closer to there. There we go. We want that hard. There we go. More color, more color. See, and initially I wanted to use dehydrated potatoes, but I couldn't find them at the store. I really couldn't. Not for the life of me. We are turned up all the way, so don't know. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. This is more boring than I expected. I expected these to cook way faster, and now I remember, like, why I fucked these up way ahead of time. Or, like, way back in the day. But, guys get cheese on my head. I'm not a Packers fan, though. I'm not a Packers fan. Nope. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. That's my team, baby. But still, there's a lot of that crispiness going on, guys. A lot of that crispiness. You can lick it off my forehead if you want. I got plenty of cheese right here. So there's quite a bit of fat. Yeah, now that's starting to come together like that. There we go. And I almost want to, like, risk it. I think, like, a little bit of mush is going to be actually beneficial for this dish. Because I remember our sauce being very... almost grainy, right? But it kind of like dissipates into the entire like hamburger helper. So I think like I'm okay with like that, you know. Forehead cheese. You know what? I'm gonna eat the. It fell on the floor. I'll still eat it because you know what? It's absorbing all like my fucking meat sweats. You know, meat sweat cheese, guys. That's gonna be the new brand. You guys are gonna have bathtub water. You guys are gonna get meat sweat cheese. Oh, straight from Uber stuff. Oh man, it feels like leather now. Like, oh. It feels like actual skin. All right, so what we are going to do is take our, cover you right back up, put this over. We're going to take our potatoes. Yeah, we got some stickage right there. And pour it right into our bowl. And that stickage is not bad. I'm okay with that. We're going to scrape it all off because that means it's crispy. Nice and crisp, and the crisp is what we'll try to achieve. Now, I remember our potatoes not always being crisp. That's the other side of it, because it's literally fucking, it's steamed. You're recuperating, you know, like dehydrated potatoes. But I am going to try and squeeze out as much of our oil out from these potatoes, because we're going to use this for our second round, right? Put that right back in, and that's just straight fucking potato oil. It's not potato oil, but you know, you get it, you get it. Let's split the cheese in half. All right, yeah, we'll do it. We'll split it in half. That's not the only thing being split in half, though, this stream. Nah. All right, so we got some smokage, which means it's ready to go. And we're going to add the rest of these potatoes. Do the same thing. Same shit. Right? Spread them out. We're not doing anything special here. We're just doing the do. Sharing is caring. You are right. Add some more fucking salt to this bitch. And maybe saving some fucking pepper. Yes, we will. You know what? I might even add whatever fat is in our beef bowl. Let's see. Let's see if anything's in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna add it to the side. Reinforce. Oh yeah. We got some activation. Alright. There we go. Let's try our... Oh yeah, no, these crisp up. Not bad, not bad. I mean, obviously, not where we want it to be, but... Extra fat. We are going to need a bit more salt. Let it do its thing. Ah, man, that's a nice crispy potato, though. Nice and crispy. Alright. Let our walk do its walk. Get in there, ground beef. Oh, yeah. Go back into ASMR mode, because it is going to take some time. It sounds like camping. That's what it sounds like. Now we're seeing our outer layer around the edges getting our ship. See, I expected this to be a lot more volatile and it isn't. I'm kind of sad about this. And you know what? I know why. I know why. It's because I added too much potatoes initially. Guys, I'm a failure to my own self. But it's okay. We are going to do the same thing that we did before. Let's kind of get the edges. And make sure we do got some stickage, which means that we got some crispies. So I'm going to kind of like keep going. Very much like how I would do an omelet. And I do omelets very similar. Alright. Fuck. You know what? I think I am going to need another bowl. Yeah, we're going to do another bowl. Fuck it. We'll use that bowl. Fine. 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 Am I edging? I'm edging so hard, Z. Z, I don't think you understand. You ever look at my Reddit? All I do is edge. And I'm not even fucking kidding. Look at my Reddit. Don't look at my Reddit. Actually, don't. Because I'm not kidding about the edging thing. I'm not. So, what we're doing, we're going to keep edging these potatoes. Alright, so we got some brownish, and we're going to flippy flip. Because I do want some nice and crisp. Oh, yeah. Much better color this time around. It's still mushier than I want it to be, but I'm okay. Because again, like I said, the original dish, in retrospect, it had a lot of like, we were literally bringing dried potatoes from the dead, right? That's what we were doing. But we want some of that campfire-esque, right? I think that's a benefit. Because if I was to do the like dehydrated potatoes, you guys wouldn't get this ASMR, this sexy sound. And it's being mixed perfectly with the soundtrack, right? Bruh. Because I failed and it fell on the floor. That's why we had the cheese. Don't judge me. Gosh. Oh, Blizzy Smalls. Blizzy Smalls. Ooh. Let me know how this ASMR sounds still. Except for you guys on TikTok. Because you guys aren't following me right now. And the algorithm fucking hates me. No, with my mic. See? And I haven't, yeah. It's called ASMR, bro. Snap, crackle, pop. They can fuck with the world. Alright. So we do got some scrapage. And now, I think, I want to say we're okay to go. I want to say that. So I'm going to use this same pan. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's fuck. Let's fuck, guys. Alright, so we're going to add some ground beef. We're going to do about half, right? And mix it in with our potato. And we're just going to kind of create it flat. As flat as we can on a fucking wok at least, right? Do its thing. We're going to add a little bit of cheese. We're going to turn down the heat just a tad. And you notice our cheese kind of like solidified. That's fine. Because I also remember our cheese kind of doing the same thing for the hamburger helper when you make it ahead of time. When you add the heat, it's going to sweat. It's going to fucking sweat it. Oh yeah, spread it. That's what girls tell me whenever I show them my love. Spread it. You know? Alright. We're going to add our potato, the crispy ones. We want to kind of break them up. even further. Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot. All right. Add more ground beef. I don't think I'm going to need all this ground beef, though. Yeah, I don't think so. This is a lot of fucking meat. All right. Spread it out. Turn off the heat. Add the rest of our cheese. Oh, yeah. Actually, no, I don't want to turn off the heat. What am I saying? What's wrong with me? Turn it back on. All right. We're going to have to see if it works. If it works, sick. And if not, then, oh well. Not the end of the world. Like I said, we're winging it. We're trying to recreate a dish. We're trying to recreate memories. And we're just going to leave it on for like a minute. A minute. Not very long at all. So much fucking fat. Fucking ground beef shit. Fucking hamburger helper. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that fucking fat. So bad. Oh. Oh, no, don't fall out. No! I did not give you permission. Alright, we're gonna fucking edge it. Alright. Turn it off. And now we get to do it. Alright. You know what I need, Stephanie? You know what I need? I need you guys to do what you guys are already doing, which is just watching me and appreciating me. Give me your likes if you guys are on a platform that gives me likes. Give me your follows if you're on a platform that gives me follows. Give me money if you guys have money. Psych, no one has fucking money. Ha! Alright. So, I don't lick the spatula clean. Which one? Which spatula? This one? Or, oh shit. This one or this one? That's hot. Don't lick it clean. Fuck you. Yeah. I don't lick it. I swallow it, motherfucker. Alright. So, usually, like it says to like let it rest, but guys, there's so much fat in this. This is what causes heart attacks right here. This is the reason for American obesity, but it's so good. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a nice bowl. It says ramen. It says ramen. We're not cutting ramen in this bitch. No, we're doing some fucking hamburger helper. See, now I licked all that shit, and I gotta use another utensil. Make me do more dishes. Oh wait, I didn't like this one. That works. So I do want to get this, and we're gonna try it out. Oh, this is so much fat. Oh god. Oh man. This is so much fat. So much cheese too. I wish I had like another pack of the potatoes. All right, itadakimasu. Oh man, this is a lot of food. I know this is actually probably the ugliest thing I've put on the stream, but I don't give a fuck. I was craving this dish, and it's moment of truth. We're gonna see if I succeeded. All right, here we go. The potatoes and the ground beef and the onion. I'm glad I added the onion because it needed it. But the cheese is where it's off. And I knew I was going to be off from the get-go. I just didn't have a solution. So, let me think. Smashing some Doritos wouldn't be a bad idea, but Doritos is not the flavor that I'm trying to achieve. I think it needs to be a special kind of like salt. And it's MSG. Hear me out. Hear me out. Fish sauce. We're going to try just a smidgen of fish sauce. A smidgen. We're going to try it. Oh, that's way more than a fucking smidgen. But that should have like that oomph that I'm like craving. Also, yeah, the cheese is drooping off my face. It worked. It worked. It fucking worked. Okay, so if you make your fish sauce or your cheese sauce, add a little bit of fish sauce. It works. Just a bit. Hot sauce wouldn't work. No, it might, depending on the hot sauce, but it has to be like an actual fermented one, not that vinegar-based bullshit, right? So like a Cholula might work, but so I did add actual like red chili flakes to the sauce, but fish sauce. Oh. Fucking did it. Fucking did it. God, I'm getting good at this cooking shit. It's almost like I do it for a living. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Putting some fish sauce on this already. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Guys, I was craving this. I was craving this so hard. I was so lost on like what I was going to cook for the stream and everything. But, it needs more potato. It needs more potato. But the amount of potato in there, it's still okay. There's too much cheese sauce, I'll tell you that much. But, oh man. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, it's so good. If you guys have it at your grocery store and you want to know what I was trying to recreate, the cheesy hash browns hamburger helper. Cheesy hash browns hamburger helper. You guys want to know? Yeah. Also, Stephanie, are you still here? If we're gonna do it, I'll eat it, but I gotta send you the other half. Look at this. Look at it's. Oh man, I got my. All right, I said I was gonna eat half this cheese. Oh. All right. So how does forehead cheese taste like after you got done cooking? After it fell on the floor and everything? DM me your address. I'll do it. All right. Actually, you know what? It might get confiscated because they might think it's anthrax. Here we go. Tastes like melted cheese. Except I'm probably going to have AIDS now. You're welcome, everyone. Yeah, like one half is all melted and the other half is all leather. Extra flavor. Like it actually created a film on my forehead. It's all over my arm and my palm. Yeah, it needs more potato because I put too much cheese. But I was craving this dish. We did it again. We did it within that time frame that we asked for. And this was a boring fucking stream. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I actually do care. I'm sorry it was boring. I was actually very uninspired when I woke up. I had no idea what I was going to cook for dinner. I had no idea what I was going to cook for the stream. I was like, I just wanted to cook something. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to try this on the stream. Whatever. Because if I fuck it up, I'm still eating it. I'm not subjecting my family to eat it. But, guys, the flavor that I was looking for, I fucking did it. It's too much cheese. It's too much, but fuck it. I'll deal with it. No such thing, right? Right? Guys, thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for just spending your fucking time with me. Ooh, we're soft. Guys, we'll be back next week. If you guys have any ideas of what we are going to cook, let me know. Because I don't fucking know all the time. I want to make sure that I want you guys to cook your food. I want you guys to not be scared to buy ingredients and to experiment. And look, I fucked up today. And I'm a professional chef of fucking 16 years. And I still do it. And I did it off of memory. And we succeeded. We did it together. High five. Fuck yeah. And fuck you. Thank you so much for coming in. I'll see you guys next week. Yes,